Welcome back. We're heading to Saint Arkh now to do the rounds and see what's going on here after we finished our mission previously at Dreadnought Fortress. Let's start over here. There's Rex! The performance the other day was truly something special. That music was enough to warm the heart. It spoke to our humanity. Lately, the only thing I've been able to feel is hatred toward the Republic. But since that performance, the storm raging inside my mind has cleared, and I feel all the better. Emperor Astorius wasn't a prisoner to anger and despair. He built the old capital with the desire for peace. I want to emulate that wisdom of his, try to find a passage to peace with Calvard. This guy was possessed by the curse before, but its influence seems to be weakening now. See, now this, like I've been saying, like they keep going on about the curse, and it's just the same points over and over and over again. Like, the curse itself isn't something I have an issue with. I want to make that clear. Like, the curse, fine. The idea that it's heightening emotions and stuff like that, yeah, completely fine. It's the fact they just keep pointing out the same thing again and again and again and again and again. And even Rean putting down the weather to possibly being the curse. It's like, mate, come on now. But this is interesting. Just that idea of, like, essentially, Elliot's music stopped the curse in some way, slightly. That's an interesting plot point that is worthy of discussion. That makes sense. That's fine. This guy was possessed by the curse. Could be because of the recital after all. So it's like it's worth discussing, it's worth looking into. If Emperor Astorius had given into rage and despair, Saint Arkh would never have sprung into existence. Wish to emulate his wisdom. Even if the current situation, we can still find our way toward peace. Because it's the idea of, like, if you can speak to people's better emotions, it's not that it stops the curse. It just makes them almost like, ignore it. That's the best way of putting it. Rex, I didn't know you were in Saint Arkh. Hey, news breaks and I'm there. And the Imperial Defense Force's withdrawal is big news. This has been moving in eastern Erebonia, but Fidelio's taking point on photography there. Haven't heard Fidelio's name in a while. He was the head of the photography club, right? Heard he joined the Chronicle the year before you did. Pretty amazing that you both became photojournalists. Right? Fidelio's been working with Norton and getting some amazing shots. I mean, mate, your shots are amazing as well. Or at least he was until Norton started acting weird. They split up after that. Do you think that might be the Great Twilight? Reporters are being affected. Could spread misinformation throughout Zemuria. See, again, it's almost like proper good discussion about the curse is happening with the NPCs rather than the main story. Because this idea of, like, how the curse could be affecting the news, essentially, and the misinformation being spread out. It's like, I wish that was, like, because we keep going to these different places, so it's like, I wish that was something we looked into and discussed and saw what happened and how that was playing out, because that idea is interesting as well. Rather than just, oh, some guy's affected by the curse. Like Alan. Like, oh, he's just very aggressive now. It's like, I want to see how it's actually affecting things. I want to see what's happening with the news. Obviously, we've got the Imperial Chronicle, but I want to see and interact with these reporters and see what's happening to them. Because again, the misinformation is important. But alas. Honestly, it's not just Norton who's acting weird. Tons of journalists are just off lately. Not even the atmosphere in the office keeps getting more and more wrong. That's why I'm out here, hitting the streets all over the Empire looking for something that'll bust this story wide open. This is a crucial moment for us journalists. One way or another, things are never going to be the same. Wow. Things sound pretty rough right now, but we'll be wishing you luck. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help out. Thanks, and right back at you. Fidelio and I split up to cover as much ground as we can. But I sure as hell hope one of us can find Vivi. Anyway, you guys keep fighting the good fight. And while I remember, because I do keep forgetting, just all this stuff.
Here to make a report? Please proceed.
Like nothing.
Great work, everyone.
Didn't do anything.
Best of luck on your next endeavors.
Great work. Didn't do anything.
Let's check. Wow, you got so many!
I'll send the reward your way. Yep. Hey, I wasn't done on the menu.
I'll take a look then. Wow, these results are amazing.
Thank you. I'll send you a reward for it. Okay. Book.
I'll take a look. So many. Thank you very much.
I'll send along your bonus reward. There we go. Quite a few things there. As a result of that, just completely forgetting about it. My store mainly takes orders and repair requests from Dreadnought Fortress uniforms. New recruits are our usual clientele, but yesterday we received several repair orders from soldiers who weren't part of that group. Field exercises must really be backbreaking. I don't know the details, but I can really feel the winds of war are starting to blow. Frankly, I'm not sure if they'd be called field exercises. Pretty sure our little infiltration incident might be the cause for them. That's very likely. I doubt the common man would be aware of it, though. It's rare to get a repair order from a soldier who isn't a new recruit. Must be putting in the experienced troops through some tough training, not just the new recruits. Wait, I should check the shop. Because we did want something here in... I was going to say La Boule for some reason, I don't know why. It's just on my head at the moment. Saint Arkh. But before they announced the war, there'd always be performers in Cathedral Square and inside the cathedral. The group that came by, the Black Rabbit and the Red-Haired Hares, was it? It's been a while since we've had something like that. It's a good change of pace. Before they announced the war, change of pace. Change of pace. Wait, you haven't got a draft order, but you're still going to sign up? Why? Sales have been down. Now our truck has been requisitioned. As I am now, I'm just being a burden to you. This damages my pride as a man. I don't want to drag you down. If I become a soldier, at least there'll be some mirror coming in. Such an idiot. Never think that you were dragging me down. We're a family. We support each other through thick and thin. When you're in trouble, I'll help you. And I know that when I'm in trouble, you'll help me. Razumi, you're right. I got it. I'll drop this and find a path that won't make you worry about me. I'm sorry I brought it up. It's embarrassing, but what she said has really cheered me on. Sorry for the ruckus. I shouldn't have done that during store hours. Please continue shopping at Rosami's luxury food store. No, I refuse. It's gotten into my husband. Bursting into the store and saying strange things like that really isn't like him. But I'm relieved that he seems to have thought things over. We have to support each other when times get rough. Indeed. Strawberry packet. I've already got like 52 of them. 102? Like 60,000 of them? I bought quite a few. Apparently, the 1st Armored Division is performing field exercises at Titus Gate. 16th Armored Division has joined in on the exercises as well, according to the latest rumors. If the stories are true, it's clear that this is something more than regular military exercises. No doubt this is one of the dragon heads in the Imperial government's Operation Jormungand. Well, as war draws closer, getting a much better picture of things. Wait. Anyhow, I suppose the name the government gave the operation makes a bit more sense to them. But it made quite a bit of sense straight away, to be honest. Especially in a place called Heimdall and stuff like that. We've moved those books that will boost morale for war to the front of our displays, as the Imperial Defense Force commanded. I'm not the sort of person to bend to pressure. I line them up right next to books like Working Together Hand in Hand and Learn About Calvard. This is a second-hand bookstore, after all. If I dig around a bit, I might be able to find some out-of-print books in storage, like Boo Baby. Wait, this doesn't count as anti-government activity, does it? Maybe I should be a bit more subtle about my arrangement. I don't mean to do anything that oppose the government. If you don't support the war, then you fall foul of the national mobilization law. What I want to do is let people know how fun the stories in books are. Part of that is because there's nothing restraining them. She's gonna end up in prison. Military prison. That's where that's going. You better watch yourself. That performance was absolutely stunning. I broke into such a smile listening to those beautiful instrumentals. And the singing, too. But like all the tension knotted around my heart was finally melting away. Etta couldn't get enough of it. She was practicing the songs they played now over and over. It made me remember that no matter how tough things get, we can't forget to smile. I think little Rico here enjoyed the music too, isn't that right? Goo goo ga. Concert was so amazing. I can still hear the music in my ears. I want to practice and get as good as Miss Fiona. Violin? I think I've gotten a little better since last time. What do you think? Well, that's great. Elliot would be so happy if he could hear you now. Yeah, but he's busy. When I play the violin, Mama and Rico and everyone else get these big smiles on their faces. That's what gives me the push I need to play right to the end. Well, good for you. Where's he gone? My husband should have arrived at the food agency in the capital about now. He worked there for 30 years, and even since then, he's never lost his passion for his work. I'm beyond glad that we finally get to spend more time together. He's always thinking of the country's future. It's one of the things I love about him. That's why I want him to the food agency so he has no regrets. My husband should have arrived. Yep. Pressured him into retirement before. Want him to speak with them one last time so he can leave with no regrets. The Count often says that there is power in art. However, it doesn't matter how great a masterpiece you create when there's not a soul to admire it. What should I do now that the blockade stands in my path as an artist? All of this emotion threatens to burst right out of me. I feel so powerless. I have this overwhelming desire to express myself on canvas. I want to put aside what has happened and take up the brush. Well, do it, mate. My path as an artist has been completely blockaded. I can hardly bear it. I have to get these feelings onto the canvas so I can clear my heart. I've been so distraught since my master set out for the war. But hearing that performance made me realize I can't just spend my life crying. My job to have faith in my master after all. Instead, the performance here in the square has inspired something akin to hope in me again. If I just mope around forever, I have to work at what I can do and press ahead. Well, good luck. The freshness of the fruit, the rich aroma, its juice is amazing. Why, my farm better kick things up a notch if we want to keep up. It's a real shame that the store's got to close down soon. Got a great thing going here. And I really appreciate that. You know, you're not the only one I've heard that from. There's been quite a few people upset over our closing. If we could just get together enough mirror inventory, we might be able to survive. In that case, how about you work with me to keep the stall open? Our supplies got requisitioned too, but maybe together we can turn this around. I never thought of that before. You might be onto something. We're getting great reviews for our newly revived juice store. Big fan of the juice here myself, but even more than that, it's helping out our farm a bunch. I'll do whatever I can to help this stall thrive. The juice stall was something we used to do as a side job to the farm work, and now it's become an impressive second source of income. It'd just be great if we could work together and rebuild this thing. There's the white smoothie. Well, good luck to you. Good luck. Go in here first, then. Oh, hello, everyone. Heard that the last recital through the window of the cathedral. It really eased my soul. The Imperial Defense Force is gone, so now we can put on performances without any restrictions. Hope to hear the Black Rabbit and the Red-Haired Hares again soon. If you're looking for Bishop Marco, he's out harvesting herbs. He was determined to collect as much as possible, so I don't think he'll be back until evening. I really should go pick up Altina, to be honest, shouldn't I? It's like, probably too late now. Ah, well. Get around the candle. Get around it! Even though the cathedral is struggling with their own medicine shortages, still working to help churches in other areas. Even though there are people close to me trying to support the war, I'm only be concerned with protecting the family name and our wealth. It's a grave sin to only consider your own safety in a country about to be rocked by war. Even if it's a bit late, I should start searching for something I can do to help. I'm only thinking to myself, even though there are people nearby who are in need. Even if it's a bit late, I should start searching for something I can do to help. Good. Servicing the waterways in the field at this age is tough. Looks like we can at least put right the soil that the monsters disturbed. If the sister gives me some ointment for my muscle pain, I'll be able to get back to work. Servicing the waterways in the field is tough. Start back to work. I heard from Fiona that the recital went well. Curse pushes its way into the cracks in people's hearts. But in another way, if a heart is fulfilled, the curse will have no effect. There you go. Perhaps there are some who had the holes in their hearts filled by your music. Power of music. And he felt it when I went out into the streets after your recital. Just hope that you will perform again. Indeed. I'm actually thinking, let's, still something going on? Oh yeah, Hotel Augusta, but we're not going there yet. Let's just change up the party somewhat. Get in some people we should probably have in. Galtina and Kurt. Again, I want Ash around, but got Muse there. Okay.
Where would you like
the
to
Macabre. Let's go to the Noble District.
Setting a course.
I made a guide for running the house and handling affairs for the family I'm leaving behind. My warriors have finally disappeared. All that's left is to set out for the army. I must seek revenge for what happened to the Emperor and Prince Olivert. I will fight under Crown Prince Cedric and defeat Calvard. There's nothing I'll regret leaving now, so it's time I set off. I'll fight under Crown Prince Cedric and defeat Calvard. Yeah. Now, Timothy, you can play as much as you like in your new shoes. No, I don't feel like it. Come on, why don't we play tag or something? I'm so worried about Dad that I don't want to play. How can you be smiling like that, Mum? You worried about Dad? Timothy. Even though Dad was so worried when Mum got sick, she's not worried about Dad at all. She is, trust me. Timothy has been really down lately, so I thought I'd give him a chance to play outside. But nothing seems to go right. Yeah, tricky situation. Richie, what are you doing here? I've been practicing hard and now I'm super good at cleaning. I wanted to come help you out, sis. Jeez, you're still just a kid. You don't have to force yourself to work, you know? But I'm really happy you feel that way. Let's go and speak to the mistress later. Okay, I'll do my best. It was helpful enough for him to just assist with the chores, but I think he'd even come help me with work. I don't really want to burden Richie too much, but since he's offering, perhaps I should go ahead and take him up on the offer. Seeing my sister makes me happy too. Seeing my sister happy makes me happy too. Oh, hello. I must say, Kari, I'm impressed. You've grown much more dependable since I last saw you. You're too kind. I've only got this far thanks to all the help and support Count Altheim and my companions have given me. There's no need to be so modest, Kari. You've grown to be as capable a man as any the Emperor has ever seen. It's true, Kairi. I personally wish you would stay the same adorable boy forever. Yeah. Now to business. I was hoping to ask about recent developments in the art world, as the good Count has his finger on the pulse of such matters. I've already acquired some choice intel regarding Ordis, the port city, and thought this might be a fine opportunity to pool our knowledge. Oh, I have some information about what's going on around Leaves and Titus Gate. Would you mind if I join in? By all means, but let us continue this discussion in my office, shall we? And I'll make you all some herb tea, so you can relax and have an enjoyable chat. Sounds splendid. Kairi, you mentioned Leaves. Does that include the branch campus? That's right. I have friends who have been searching around by Grenville. They clued me into what's happening there. Is that so? Someone so young, you are certainly well connected. Alright, so is that going to be all of them? No. Why don't you settle in so we can talk? I hope you like home-cooked food. I'll prepare tea to go along with it. I imagine you three are going to be the same together then. Oh, there's people down there, but no one up there. Fair enough. Down the stairs, Rean. Hello. Do you have any edible spiders in the pantry? No? What about soft-shelled turtles? Could scarcely believe the things they asked. When I told them we had none of those things, they looked utterly crestfallen. They eventually conceded that they could make do with what they had on hand. To be frank, at that point, I was growing apprehensive of what they might concoct, even with only common ingredients. And let's just say I am distressingly familiar with your pain. Perhaps it was a mistake to let them have the run of the kitchen. Your name was Freddy, was it not? Well, Freddy, you've lived up to the rumors and then some. I'm very impressed by your knowledge of rare ingredients. Please, I'm the impressed one, Margarita. Your understanding of food is incredible. And your cooking club pedigree should have tipped me off. Freddy and Margarita. Are you two cooking together? That's right. The family here had been taking care of Kairi, so I thought I'd stop by and thank them for it. Turns out I popped my head in right when some old Thor's graduates were visiting. We all got to talking, and well, since no one had eaten yet, I figured I'd whip something up to show my appreciation. And that sounded like such a marvelous idea that I decided to pitch in as well. Presenting my and Freddy's splendific, charmonious passion meat platter. There's plenty to go around if you want some too. Oh boy, passion meat. Whatever it is, these two made it. Bound to be an experience. Dangerous, unsettling one. Sorry, but we'll have to pass. We don't have time to eat right now. But don't worry about us. You guys go ahead and enjoy that with the others. Well, if you say so. Perhaps another time. You've turned into a top-notch angler, huh? Looks like the Imperial Fishing Club owes you a prize. Here you go. Your prize for catching 20 different types of fish. Oh my. Thanks, I appreciate it. Marguerite's a real fount of knowledge when it comes to psychological effects of ingredients. Almost any you can name. That know-how seems to be the key to her adjusting her physique as on the fly as she does. Like, yeah, but shedding all that weight without any effort must really get under Doctor's skins, don't you think? It's not the only questionable thing, given she tried making Vincent drink some love potion she brewed back in the day, too. Yeah. It is worrying. Freddy may have a taste for insects, but gives him a wonderful perspective on all this. I use viper and soft-shell turtle extract myself from time to time, but it seems I've so much more to learn. All these nightmarish flavors, and somehow Freddy and Margarita are the worst combination of all. Indeed, I need to sort out the food again at some point. Picking up the recipes, just, you know, not doing them. Simple as that. I need to get on that. This Charles has some gore, keeping me waiting so long. But you, maid, you've really crossed the line. You Klutz! What kind of maid spills tea all over a guest and then tries to remove their trousers? Oh my. Am I to sit here in just my undergarments? I'm terribly sorry, sir. It's just that the tea was so hot, I thought you might scold your, noble nevers if you kept the wet trousers on. Bring me a towel, you witless wench. This is ridiculous. Right, a towel, why didn't I think of that? Just a moment, sir. Less talking, more toweling. Oh, how maddening. With that knee boy Charles left in charge, this is my chance to finally seize my neighbor's land. With my 50,000 men of trousers stained like this, there's no way I'll be able to pull this heist off. I'll have to come back some other day. Can sense the curse affecting this noble. Really. Sir, would it be helpful if I got you a bandage too? Oh, and ice. I can get you some ice from the kitchen. Just bring me a towel, you loquacious loon. Jeez. Yep, same again. Alright. I expect people upstairs to be like, what was that scream down there? Lord Dendere is a pushy fellow. I think he'd come here to confront me in person. As if my letter declining his offer wasn't clear enough. Izzy shouldn't have let him pass the main gate. Now he's here. He won't leave before speaking with you. What do you want to do with him, Charles? Let me think. Wouldn't have made the journey just to reiterate his original offer. Must be scheming something. Wish there was an easy way out of this. Well, like somehow you've ended up one. Never expected Lord Dendere to personally come knocking at my door. How am I supposed to deal with this? I'm starting to worry about Izzy. Should probably check on her. I hope she hasn't done anything disrespectful during Lord Dendere's visit. No, she sorted your problem out, basically. In a weird way, but she sorted it out with the power of tea. Let's go see if we can speak to him. Well, with the black rabbit and the red-haired hares. We've been informed to keep an eye on your actions should you visit again. I say you show your proper respect when meeting with Marquis Ballard. Yes, we understand. Sorry about what happened. Wait, I can go in? As a private soldier of Marquis Ballard, I've been given the honor of guard duty in a place of the Imperial Defense Force. Gate is currently open to visitors, so if you have any business with his lordship, please just head on in. Oh. Do you want to enter the mansion? Go on then. Shiny floor. Hello there, everyone. I presume you've come here because you have some business with Marquis Ballard. The Imperial Defense Force isn't monitoring much, and Marquis Ballard can do as he likes. There are so many problems. Everything is just a mess. It's enough to make me go mad. Mr. Sillerson says that he's not worried about Master, but I'd much rather focus on finding him than attending to Marquis Ballard, in all honesty. Know where Master Patrick is? Yes. He turned up and then disappeared again. How suspicious. Everything's so much better now that the horrid Imperial Defense Force is gone. Hey, now that I've got a good look at you, aren't you the Ashen Chevalier? Your hair and outfit, what happened? Well, where do I begin? I can see from your face you've had to tell the same story a lot. What matters most is that you're well. I heard from Mr. Celestin. The Master is alright. I don't suppose you know where Master Patrick is. Patrick, he helped us order the port city. No, I'm afraid I don't have any detailed information on his location. Sorry about that. Oh, no. It's my bad. It was wrong of me to ask. I worry so much over him, even though he's no longer a child. The only thing I can do is wait and pray for his safe return. Thank you for your help, Ashen Chevalier. Anyway, the Master's brothers are working hard too. The brother above him, Sir Alex, is a high-ranking official in Uri, and is working to stabilize the economy and society. The oldest brother, Sir Ryan, is serving outside the country and is kept busy with intelligence missions. Probably best not to go any further. Kai. Go to the Marquis's office? Yes? Unfortunately? Oh, Vantage Masters. What a relief that the Imperial Defense Force is gone. How to decide who to cozy up with. Siding with the government will only mean I become a puppet to their whims when the war is over. Yet a decrepit nobility has no hope of standing against them. You seem troubled, great Uncle Ballard. Mildine? You should know better than to eavesdrop. That goes for the rest of you, too. Our apologies, we just happened to overhear you as we came in. Whatever, I just arrived at an impasse in thinking about what to do anyway. That aside, are those Vantage Master's cards sticking out of your pocket? Yes, they are. Sorry about that. You're a cheeky one, stopping to play games while on the run from authorities. And yet, what better time to unwind than this era of chaos? Today's your lucky day. I will deign to grace you with the honor of facing me in a match of Vantage Masters. Lordship also plays Vantage Masters? But of course, the nobility are well versed in games of all sorts. But I can already picture the anguish of defeat creasing your brow. Do try to put up an entertaining fight regardless. I'll try my best. Alright, we'll do that at the start of the next part. Ta-ra for now.